Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mary. I'm back again with a new video. I'll be discussing about ways of giving birth. We have the normal delivery, we have CS, we have unplanned CS. It's now an emergency. Between emergency and planned CS, there's those people maybe who have issue with the pelvic bone. They're unable to push a baby to come out. Maybe they have small cervix. Is it cervix? I think so. So the baby will not be able to come out. For you to save a child, not to waste time to negotiate with the doctors what to do, just go and register for CS. Now, normal delivery, a mother can be in labor for like 8 hours, 6 hours, 4 hours, some 30 minutes, that the baby just come out through the vaginal. Then unplanned CS, this is an emergency CS where mom labors prolongs there's prolonged labor. Maybe you have gone to the labor ward. You have like 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, 24 hours, baby's not coming out, and maybe they see there's something that's going on. Maybe there's reduction in amniotic fluid, because if there's reduction, the baby will not be able to move around. The baby will get tired. And also, in the reduction of amniotic fluid, the baby might be burned. There's some people who are born with burns on their body. You find on the hands, the neck, legs, even the whole body. It's like just someone has poured on you hot water. There's some children who come out with some body parts on their body missing because of the amniotic fluid reduction. So what I will advise you, for always follow your instincts. If you see there's something wrong, just do what is right. On my situation, I've passed through this myself. I never thought of doing a CS. I've been always saying I will do it to be normal delivery, because I know normal delivery, just after 1 week you're okay. But for CS, you have to take painkillers. You can't do anything for yourself. You can't even wash the baby. You can't sleep for too long. You can't sit for too long. You can't walk for too long. That's CS. CS is not a joke. So with my second born, why I opted for CS, because so many people ask me, why did you go for CS? I will tell you this. I went for CS because the labor was so intense. I couldn't hold it anymore. And then when I went to the washroom for a short call, I found that instead of the blood stain, it was now greenish in color. After urinating, I saw that it was green, and to come down like big clots, green ones. They fall. You have a pad, but that pad you can't even hold it within 5 minutes. It's full. So I called the nurse who was checking on my dilation. The moment I checked into the labor ward, and I told her something's not good, because I remember I left a job at 3. I reached home around 4. I came around 5. By 5:36 I was in the labor, and they took measurement of my dilation. It was 4 centimeter. By that one was 6:30. I assumed that it will be faster, and I was so in pain. The pain was so intense. So every hour they could take the measurement, still 4 centimeter. Until 11, I asked the nurse, "Do you think we are okay? Because how can be dilation take too slow will the baby be okay? And she told me, yes, it happens. So I asked the nurse kindly, I need the doctor, because you see, I was admitted in this hospital, which people believe has good services, everything is good here. But on my experience, I will not advise anyone. If you want to come to this hospital, either you come with your own doctor, your own pediatrician, those two, your own personal. If you rely on the hospital registrars, you will be messing up your life, because they are always, you do not have specific person. Every time you get different person, different people, different nurses, different pediatrician, different doctors, gynecologists coming to see you, the registrars. I don't say they are not bad, but I think they are overworked. Maybe they are under pressure, so they handle things the way they feel like. So what happened? If I could not have asked for this, yes, the baby came out with burns on the right hand, and I was not told. What I was told after I had requested for the CS, emergency CS in theater, the baby came out after 5 minutes, short period. Even if sometimes I ask myself, I wish I could have known these things will happen earlier. I just carry out the CS procedure, and I was relieved. Now I was put in the recovery room from 2 to 5. Then I was taken to the maternity ward, where the doctors now came in the morning and talked to me. Although in the theater room, the pediatrician, the doctor was receiving the baby, told me the baby has come out successfully, but baby has a problem, whereby we shall put him on oxygen for 2 hours. And I said, well, it's okay. That's what they did. And the dad was outside there at the theater, because they don't allow the next of kin to come inside the theater. Sometimes, but the baby do not cry that too much. The way baby cries when they come out of the tummy, he just cried a little. I think I can remember that. That's why he was put on oxygen for 2 hours. So after discharge, mind you, this baby is with the nurses in the NBU. They're the ones who are always for the 3 days I was in the maternity ward. So on the discharge day, they asked me, now you'll be leaving today. I said, thank God I'm leaving. And then they brought the baby to the maternity next to my bed, and I checked the baby. I found the baby's eyes were too yellow, and they had some discharge in the eyes. So I asked the nurse, how come you are discharging him with the baby and I can see his eyes are not well? So from there he told me, let me go call the pediatrician to come and check. She came and took the measurements. They use the ear lobe, where they placed the machine and took the measurements, and it was too high. So the baby was placed faster in the photosensitive machine, which burns the destructive cells, because jaundice is all about the red blood cells which have been destroyed. Their shape, maybe they're not transporting enough oxygen to the body. So the baby stayed there for another 2 days, and on this day the baby was okay. But I didn't notice the right hand it wasn't straight. It had turned the behind. So I went reaching home the following day, but I was in pain. CS, I can't recommend anyone for CS, but if you are ready, do it if you want to save someone's life, because it's not a good procedure, but it's good for saving someone's life, because eventually we get well and the wound will heal. We noticed something. So after going home, we saw the hand was not okay. I came back to the pediatrician, now another one, who advised us to go go look for a physiotherapist, who did 10 sessions, and the hand came back normal. So after staying with this baby for now the 7th month is when we noticed something wrong with him, because the developmental stages were not happening the way they're supposed to be in these children. So the child, if you could sit him down, could feel like he's complaining on the left side. He was in pain, which you could say, though he was that chubby, was big. At 7 months, he was weighing like 10 kg, which was abnormal somehow. So at 7 months, we noticed something. He was having some jerks, and he could just look at one point without moving. Even if you call him, he couldn't respond. And at 7 months, this baby should be, he couldn't sit for long. At 7 months, the baby should be now learning on how to lie on the tummy and turn. He could not. At 7 months, the baby should be now be able to sound. They are babbling. It was quiet. So after seeing those movements, I took the video and sent it, and I googled for a neurologist in Nairobi. It was in December. All the doctors had gone and traveled for the holidays, and I found the doctor. I sent him the video. He told me, go and do an EEG. I came to Nairobi also the following day, and we did an EEG, which was abnormal. The waves, EEG is all about the electric circuit in the brain, how the waves patterns are arranged in the brain. So they were not the way they're supposed to be. From there, again, he said, now I have to admit this baby to do an MRI. It's not easy to do an MRI for outpatient for children. They should be admitted and put on anesthesia. So that's what was done, and it was abnormal. It was found on the left side. Actually, the issue is on the right side. The right side has an issue. There's a vessel which is not well. It's not now which is making the oxygen not to pass well into the brain, which has caused us so much. We have been in depression, in denial. We have cried, but now eventually we are now trying to overcome it, and trying to accept, to be strong for this child. He's a happy baby, ever laughing, ever smiling, ever playing. Even if you look at him, you can't tell he has such condition. And we are happy. We thank God for everything, for the doctor and for the physiotherapist who's doing a good job to him. We have been a long way. This physiotherapy has helped us a lot. Even sometimes we miss to pay him, but he understands. But what he wants the best for this baby. For any parent who might going through this, can't be strong. It's not easy. Can't tell you it is easy. It's not an easy journey. You have to be patient and stop comparison. Every child has not all children are the same, and we are hoping that one day it will be a testimony for this child. Even the brother is always not happy the way, because he just, why can I be playing with this child right now? He should be walking. He watches some videos and he sees other children are walking, and then he says, oh, I wish my baby brother was walking. We could be running with him in this house. We could be crawling. And because everything delayed. Crawling has never crawled. And now this 14th month's waist now is turning around. To stand even is a problem. Now, right now we have found that the left leg has an issue. He can't stand. So we are looking for the special shoes again to put him on in them. We have made the inner soles. The hand has an issue. He can't open the fist for too long. It's always like this. So this thumb is always weak. The muscles here, they're not okay. We have made a splint. At night he should be having it. The hand actually to support the hand and this feet and this thumb. That's what I have for you today. Comment, share, and tell us and discuss with me the best method of giving birth for some of you, and why you opted for CS and some why you opted for normal delivery. Have a blessed day. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.